that. I mean, I'm just wondering what this is going to be like. We've never done
Could you please be quiet? I have a headache.
Why? Do you have a headache because you're hungover? You came home late? You were drinking? Are you high?
Hey, relax.
Are you high right now?
Hi, I just have a headache.
Probably
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so I have a headache, so I'm automatically hungover.
Yes, you're always hungover.
Okay, well maybe I did drink last night, but you can still be quiet. I have a headache. Headache. Did you guys hear me? Headache.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
Of course, Sarah's way as usual.
Hi, my name's Stephanie. I'm going to be your social worker. Really quickly, before we start off with anything else, I just want to throw out, tell you all more about confidentiality. Whatever's said here stays here, unless you have an intent to harm yourself or others. Do y'all understand? Yes. All right, and let's just go around real quickly so I can get a feel for everyone's names. Start with you.
Kyle.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Paige.
I'm Jenna.
All right, and why are we meeting here today?
She has a drinking and drug problem.
All right, and how do you feel about that?
I don't think I have a problem. I think it's a normal thing.
All right, because I'm looking at the case report here because you were referred here by the school social worker and the school psychiatrist, and it says that you've been missing a lot of school. Your grades have been falling. Do you have any explanation for that, or any reason why your grades would be falling?
I don't know why my grades are falling. I go to school.
Well, how often do you go to school?
Enough.
Not enough.
Well, how often is that? Like 2-3 days a week, 5 days a week?
3 days a week.
3 days a week, okay. And your school does meet 5 days a week, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you feel about this, Kyle?
Well, I feel like me and my wife had different views on Sarah here, drinking on the weekends, having fun with her friends. I feel like it's fine because I do that on the weekends with my friends, but my wife here just feels like she's too young to do all this, and she drinks too much for her age.
All right. And how old are you, Sarah?
I'm 16.
All right. So, just from a legal standpoint, you are too young to drink, and you are too young to be smoking anything. And I haven't heard anything from you yet, Jen. Did you have any feelings, any thoughts about what's going on, anything you've observed?
Well, I mean, me and my sister used to be close, and now we're not anymore. And now our parents fight a lot because of her, and it's just not the same as things used to be.
Or are there any other issues outside of Sarah's behavior that are triggering any kind of arguments between y'all?
I think it's just the different views that me and my wife have on trying to figure this out, but on the other hand, our other daughter doesn't feel like she's a part of us anymore because it's me and Sarah, we feel like everything's fine, and them two are on the same level over there.
So
I get no support from my husband. He
In
doesn't
what way?
support me.
In
He
what
never
way?
backs me up when I try to reprimand my children.
Alright, so what I'm getting here is, looks like this tape, like this family's really divided just by the way we're sitting. We've got Dad and Sarah over here and Mom and Jenna over here. Does that sound about accurate?
Yeah, that's her little princess, so that kind of creates some of the reasons I act the way I do.
Like, how is the treatment any different?
Well, I mean, basically all that's been brought up is how he's on my side, but it hasn't really been brought up about how everything she does is perfect, and I can't do anything right by Mom.
Not everything she does is perfect. She just doesn't come home drunk and high and miss school. She does what she's supposed to.
Does what she's supposed to, how so? Like,
She treats me like I'm an adult, and she listens to me when I tell her not to do something, and she doesn't.
all right, so Jenna, what do you feel about all this?
Well, me and Sarah used to be friends, and we used to hang out and be close, and now we don't really get along. The family doesn't really get along. I don't really talk to my dad that much anymore.
Is there any reason for that? Anything you can pinpoint?
I just feel like he favors Sarah a little bit more than me, so I just don't want to talk to him.
All right.
Well, I want to say something still. We did used to be closer, and that is something I'd be willing to work on because I miss my sister.
All right. Was there any activities y'all used to do together?
Well, whenever we used to go on road trips or something, we would always sit down together and like burn CDs and just do something that we both liked, but we don't ever even hang out anymore, really.
No.
All right. So y'all can start doing that as sisters, and y'all can work on that at home. And then our next meeting, we can talk about that a little bit more, see if that helps your relationship. Is there anything that y'all feel y'all can do as a family to kind of work through this? Any thoughts y'all have had on this? Like,
maybe me and my wife can talk it out, even with our 2 daughters. Maybe we can, come with an agreement. Maybe I can be more of a better father figure than just a friend towards Sarah. Maybe do some family activities together, get us closer together.
all right, sounds like a good plan. Does that seem all right to everybody else? Sarah?
Sounds good
I
to
guess
me.
I can do that, yeah.
All right. Any activities y'all used to do as a family before Sarah developed her substance abuse problems?
We used to go to baseball games together.
So do you guys want to make an effort to go out as a family to maybe go to one of these games and see if y'all can kind of rework this family dynamic?
We can give it a shot.
All right, because really what it seems like the big factor is that Sarah's substance abuse problem. So I'm going to recommend, I'm going to get you the resources for it, is for the NA meetings and the AA meetings. And there are support groups for the whole family as well, just kind of get through this. So I don't really think you need inpatient therapy, but something does need to be done. And really quick before I go ahead and get that paperwork, was there anything that how long have you been going out drinking on the weekends?
Since I started high school, I've been going out with my friends.
Did anything happen around that time, or was it just the onset of high school?
I just had a new set of friend group. Like before, I hung out with like Jenna, my sister, and her friends. But when I went to high school, I just had a different group of friends.
What kind of friends?
They're older and they like going out, and they like showed me new things that I hadn't done before, and I liked it.
All right, and that's probably something that we're going to address more in the AA and NA meetings. But would you be willing to, get a contract written out that you would agree to at least attend these meetings, and we can worry about, the different people you're seeing at a later date?
Yeah, I could do that.
All right, and for Mom, Dad, and Jenna, what we're going to go ahead and do is get y'all in contact, because they do have support groups for the families as well, because it's not, I don't want you to feel like the victim, like we're all blaming you, this is all your fault. There's more to it than that.
I don't think that my drinking is a problem, but I guess I see how it's causing a problem between Mom and Dad. So.
And they can go there and you can talk about that more, and because that's not really my area of expertise, and I don't want to give you faulty information on that. So I'll go ahead and get you set up some other resources. I've got the pamphlets out in my office. I'll go ahead and get this for you. Do y'all have any other questions, comments, or concerns before we close this meeting today? All right, thank you so much. It was great meeting with y'all. Thank you so much for coming out.